Hey folks, good evening. Welcome to the next installment of the Gavin Mind Fitness video blog. Today we're talking about carbohydrates and what can you do if you're trying to lose weight, change the shape of your body. Are you able to eat carbs? Okay. So first thing what I want to do is go over some fairly basic stuff. What are carbs? Carbs for our discussion here are starches: potatoes, breads, rices, pastas, wraps, crackers, Ribena breads, all those kind of things. They're all starches. Okay. Now, veggies used to be classed into them, but again, you'll notice from some of the documents we have at the moment, we call veggies greens, just to kind of separate them as well. Of course, root vegetables, carrots, turnips, and that would be included in a starch. Okay. It really all depends on your goal. If you're trying to shift 2-3 stone, 25, 50, 75, 100 pounds of fat off your body, starches are probably not going to be the best thing to be having on a regular basis as well. And also your sources are pretty important as well. Okay. Your goals, again, as I said, pretty important. Your general health, your proximity to your goal. The closer you get to the goal, you can kind of get a little bit more generous with either the frequency, the selection, the quantity, but not too kind of crazy with it then as well. Remember, if we're living a lifestyle now, let's call it lifestyle A, and it's resulting in how we look and feel in a certain manner, and then we change it to lifestyle B, which is how we want to look and feel. There's no point going back to doing parts of lifestyle A. We just put the weight back on, we get and we lose all the gains that we've made with our health. Okay. Also intolerances to food then as well. Okay. There's a whole kind of whole wheat, kind of white bread, brown bread, white rice, brown rice kind of debate that's been going on for a while. There's a load of information behind them as well. What I would say is try a food intolerance test on yourself. Go out to food for 10 to 14 days, have it on the 11th or the 15th day. If your body starts to react in a bad way, it's an indication that something's going on. You can probably see from the video as well, the acne is quite bad across my forehead at the moment as well. Been slipping on a diet, been having a bit of bread here and there, and it's added up. It's also pretty bad on my back as well, but obviously you won't be seeing that. So again, like I said, it's a real simple way, it's cheapest and effective. You can go, right, that's not reacting well to me, let's stop doing it and causing harm to my body. Okay, so depending on your approach to nutrition as well, paleo, 5 and 2, 80%, 20%, 10-day planning, whatever it is as well, there's different ways in regards to how they all kind of look at carbs and their involvement. We're going to look at carb cycling today, mainly because it's what I'm doing at the moment, so it's pretty fresh in my mind as we go along. Basically, you've got 2 high days, so 2 high intakes of 2 days of high intakes of carbohydrates, 2 days of medium intake, so again smaller amounts, and then 3 days a week of a low intake of carbohydrate sources. Okay. Again, so you want to pair your high days with the days of your heaviest training sessions in the gym, so your high resistance training days as well. I pair mine with legs, and they're harder sessions, there's more exercises in it, there's more muscle mass recruited on the way in as well, so you can kind of come in and replace the glycogen pretty fairly well there. Medium days are paired with days of medium or middle level of resistance, again in my case, upper body work then as well, and then your low days are being saved for low or no training days. So again, I play hockey on Saturdays, so again they will be my low intake days again, because there's no resistance, it's just running, and missing a goal if in my case. Alright, so low or no training on those days, you have a low intake of carbohydrates. Your carbs should always be consumed post-training, okay, and the following reason is this. Carb cycling works on the idea, this is going to get a little bit sciencey, so just bear with me, okay. It works on the idea that basically when we exercise, we break down and we remove the glycogen that is stored in our muscles, okay. If we save having carbs, which will store itself as glycogen to a certain extent in the body, okay, that glycogen is going to go straight back into that free space, okay, that's created in our muscle after training. So if we have carbs, and then it turns to glycogen in our body, glycogen is going to look for a place to hang out or store itself. Usually it's going to go into the muscle, but if the muscle is already full, it's going to store itself as fat on our body over time. So, do resistance training to empty the glycogen out of your muscle stores. Have your carbs after you do your resistance training, glycogen goes straight into the muscle stores, okay, doesn't get stored in our body as fat. That's as simple as I'm going to get rid of, folks, okay. Now, with these different levels here, okay, to work out your own personal level of intake on your carbs as well, go to the website. I'm going to have it up in the next couple of days. I have a formula that's out there at the moment, a fairly standardized one, where you can calculate how many carbs you're allowed to have, and then you'll know how much can you have on a high day, a medium day, and a low day. My personal one, on a high day I'm having about 453 grams of carbs, and on a low day I'm having about 75 to 100 grams of carbs. So you see, that's a massive difference then as well in the range you're working with, okay? It's great. Mentally I feel pretty fresh. I know I can have potatoes here and there if I want. I'm not going to go and Christ, I'm never having them again. Okay folks, I'm going to wrap it here. I'm off to Vegas on Tuesday, so I'm going to push out some more videos over the weekend, load more videos up in the inner circle, and of course don't forget today, Friday the 21st, I've got that 21 places for 21 days of full access to the website for €21. So head to gavinhoyfitness.com and check it out. Thanks guys, take care, bye bye.